Hello ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to another Bloons tower defense video. Today's video we're going to find out whether Fusty can single-handedly take on a Bad Bloon. That's right, he's going to go one-on-one, finding out if he can take out all 100 levels of cubism on hard difficulty using nothing but his brute strength. Maybe he's going to get his broom sweeping action along the way, but the plan is to find out whether Fusty, just sitting on his own, be able to beat the Bad Bloon. The rules of this challenge are that he is going to be able to have a little bit of support on him. He is the only tower that's going to be able to do damage to the balloons. Just about. You may find out later in the video that we did bend that rule a little bit, but primarily he's going to be the guy doing all of the damage. He is going to get a support tower. He's going to get his village next to him. The reason we need that village is because on his own, Fusty has literally zero camo detection. So as you can see there, on round 24, we had to buy a camo village. Without that, this challenge would have literally been undoable. And to be honest, literally with nothing but a camo village and Fusty up to level 31, this is the very first life that we lost. Prior to that, we lost no lives whatsoever, and we didn't struggle pretty much at all. Not at all until we get to round 36 that we can see coming in at the moment. Now, Fusty, as it seems, his biggest weakness seems to be grouped balloons, as well as strong balloons as well. But he is quite good at actually taking out strong balloons, but when you have strong group balloons put together, as you can see on round 38, where we have now started to lose real lives, then we're actually really struggling here, because although he can hit them back, he does alright. What we do want to find out now though is, again, absolutely no support at this point. At round 40, can he single-handedly take out round 40? Does he need any support for this? It's looking pretty good. He can take out the blimp there, and he's taking us down to very few balloons, and as you can see, no problem at all. He single-handedly, no support, and I'll repeat this again, I've said it a few times already, no support, and he manages to single-handedly take out round 40 with nothing but a camo village to support him. We do have some banana farms in the top corner, but that's so that we can get some support in the late game, should it be that he can't get so far. But as you can see again there, up to round 45, still no problems at all. Well, a little bit of problems actually. You may have noticed our life count, and on some of the rounds there, we've struggled. If you haven't seen a round on the video though, that's pretty much because Pat has managed to destroy the round with any problems at all. But when we got to round 45, I really did think at this point that that would be it. I didn't think he would be able to take out all of these pink balloons, because he's turning them into blues, and he's also missing a couple of them pinks. Some of those blues are sneaking through, as you can see there, now down to 2 lives. There was 4 lives sneaked through there, and there was nothing at all we can do about it. We could use his ability, which would take the pinks down to reds, but overall it doesn't really help that much, because there's still balloons sneaking through, Pat not knowing who to attack and when to attack, but he's doing alright. We do have these reinforced lead balloons though, which I'm pretty confident he's doing alright. He's taking them to blacks, blacks to greens, and then greens to literally nothing. So 45 is once again, well, it's not, I wouldn't say a breeze, but it does quite well for us. But unfortunately, eventually we got to round 47, and what can I say? There is nothing we can do when it gets to this point. 47 has overloaded Pat to the point of no return. There was nothing I could do to get past round 47 and stay alive. But that's okay, because we are still going to continue our journey. But what we're going to do now instead is going to give him a little bit of support. He is still going to be single-handedly attacking the balloons, but he's also going to get a little bit of help there. So as you can see, we've already got jungle drums equipped to him there, and we also have an alchemist boosting his power as well. So we can see he's managed to get to round 60, and this time he's only lost 17 lives, and he still has his 25 boosted lives as well. Obviously he is boosted at this point, but you could still argue that he is single-handedly doing it. I know we have the alchemist throwing some chemicals on the balloons, But you just saw that, you just literally saw it with your own eyes. Level 60 is beat with nothing but a jungle drums and an alchemist boosting him. Nobody else is shooting on the track, nobody else is doing any damage to these balloons, just Pat on his own. You might be able to see the plan we're going to be using in late game as well. Because we've got so many banks in the back there, the plan is to get our engineer to super boost Pat to 10 times using that really expensive, over 100,000 monkey money costing, which will continuously give Pat a boost so that he'll be able to do it. We're also going to buy the middle path of the village, and we're also going to buy the perma brew for the alchemist. And with all of that combined, I'm looking forward to this. I think there is a good chance that Pat will be able to beat round 100. Round 63 it's a little bit dicey, but I also think that he's got the ability there. We've only got pinks to take out, smashing them pinks. No problem whatsoever. And the remaining greens, that's it. Oh, well, maybe there was a few sneak through there. That's alright, we can retry. I think he can still do it. I'm confident if we kind of micro a little bit and change the target a little bit, that he will be able to beat 63. So if we just see him going through there, we give him a bit of an engineer boost. He's already got his perma boost, so there's nothing I can do to increase from that side. And we can't quite afford the middle path of the village yet, but it's okay, because if we give him that boost from the engineer, that's all he needs. Now we've only got greens and blues left. Yes, there are another couple of rounds of these ceramics to come through, but I think he's got this. See, here's the next one's coming through. He's left a couple of ceramics behind, but that's fine. One ceramic and lots of blues. You can see with these boosts in place, no problem. Smashes that ceramic down to blues. What more could you ask for? And that's it, 63 destroyed. The next 15 levels, there is literally nothing to show you. They just got destroyed so badly by Pat that it would be pointless even showing you, because they didn't even get round that little triangular loop. But we skip ahead to 78, notoriously one of the most difficult levels in the game. And once again, you can see Pat with nothing more than a tier 4 NG, a perma brew, and not even a tier 4 village. We don't even have a village that can boost him up. All he has is an NG that can boost him up, which you can see with him equipped there, that makes him rapid fire his hand and his broom, sweeping everything back. He's got his rage, and he's got his perma brew for extra damage to be used on the balloons. But with them only, and no other towers taking shots, you can see absolutely annihilated. We don't need any other towers in here to take down 78. We just have a load of red balloons coming in now. So, once we take out 78, 79 was once a breeze, so we skip ahead to 80. We now have a tier 4 village, but to be honest, we probably didn't necessarily need the tier 4 village to take this out. And the only reason I'm showing you 80, because again you can see everything's getting swept away before it even gets round the first corner. It's barely getting past Pat before we can do it, and that's it, all annihilated. And round 80 defeated, and hard mode defeated. But that is not where we're stopping. As we said, from here we are now going to go and take on the Bad Bloon. 86 is where things get really interesting though. The game got a bit too difficult at this point to be able to continue without tier 5s, so 86 is when we got enough cash to buy the tier 5 village and also the tier 5 engineer. And as you can see, when we've got 4 ZOMGs coming at us, and he is literally stopping them in their tracks. He's whacking them so hard, the blue blimp balloons are getting pushed backwards rapidly, and we've got nothing, once again, nothing at all to worry about, especially when we activate our tier 5 village. At this point, we've got ceramics here that are literally getting wiped down to, you can see some pinks, some yellows, and some blues, some reds, but the vast majority of them are literally getting wiped from ceramic to 0, with nothing in between, just Pat slapping the ceramic straight down, and that's it. So from there, we take all our way to the last 3 rounds of the game. These 3 are definitely the hardest rounds of the game. We've now sold all of our banks because we don't need them anymore. Pat is at level 50, we've got our perma brew, we've got everything to tier 5 that we need to. And as you can see, when everything is activated, he has 10 levels of engineers put on as well, and nothing can get past him. The amount of reinforced balloons, the power faster, the amount of all of the big, awesome balloons, everything is being thrown at Pat, and nothing is stopping him in his way. He is literally patting everything down to 0, and nothing. We don't even have our alchemists throwing things onto the track anymore. All we have is Pat making them shots. The engineer, I have to argue and say the engineer is taking 1 or 2 shots there, but his shots are worth almost nothing there. And now we have reinforced DDTs. Because we've got the camo detection, we can see what happens with them, and once again wiped away 2-0 with nothing to worry about whatsoever. So now we just have to prepare for the round 100. The Bad Bloon, the thing we are all here to see. Will Pat be able to destroy the Bad Bloon with nothing except for himself? A little bit of support, as we know. He's got his perma brew on there, and he's got his engineer doing it there. But we have him rapidly whacking that Bad Bloon. Come on, Pat, you can do it. 1-on-1, nobody else around, just you be that Bad Bloon. Can you do it? It's not looking great, but he has had quite a lot of damage taken to him, and it's possible if we can take this Bad Bloon down to sort of nothing, then Pat may be able to stop all of the balloons in track and knock them back to the point where he's able to kill it. So, is he going to do it? He's almost, he's on his last stage. He's not going to do it this time, but that's okay. I have a plan. I know how Pat is going to do this. Pat will beat this Bad Bloon on his own. All we need to be able to do now is be able to move Pat slightly so we can move him around the track. So it's not just once that he gets to attack this Bad Bloon, because once has obviously proved that he cannot on a 1-on-1 in one spot be able to take the Bad Bloon out. But if we lift him up with a helicopter, and yes, the helicopter takes a couple of strokes, but again, that's nothing on the helicopter's health compared to what Pat's doing there. We can lift Pat to the other side of the map to give him a little bit more time, back to where he is, and then to the end. And I think that that will be enough. We have to wait to see. I can't say for 100% certainty yet, but he's doing well. Obviously, he loses some of his abilities. He doesn't have the villagers boosting him when he's not in position, but he still does have his perma brew there, and I think, is it only got 1 more section to go and then he will be taken out? I have a feeling that it will be. So when we get him around this point, hopefully the engineer will be recharged to be able to use that ability again. Pat's ability can be used again, and so can the tier 5 tower. Is it going to be enough though? It's cracking. It's definitely cracking. Come on, Pat. Pat. Definitely on its last bit of legs now. You can do it, Pat. Move him into that very last position there. We can even boost him using the tier 4 tower. Obviously, we can't have 2 tier 2s, but I'm confident. Come on. You can do it. You can get that Bad Bloon popped. And then we can get the insides done as well, as long as it can be popped within the next couple of seconds. Which I'm confident. Come on, Pat. You can do it. There we go. Come on. And everything else is frozen. Definitely, I'm confident. Hopefully there's not. Yes. Everything else has been swept back. We're down to 2 ZMGs. Go on, you can do it. We'll even get a tier 5 to help you out. Let's boost you with that tier 5 because they're slowly crawling forward. This is bad. You can do it still. Come on. You've got the power. Oh, there we go. We get the engineer boosting you as well. That's got to be it. As soon as they pop, that's got to be it. Come on. Yes. There we go. We've only got 1 of them left. And I think we've done it. I am confident. I'm already going to celebrate. Come on. Go on, you Pat man. And he's done it. Come on, lad. Well done, Pat. And that's going to be the end of the video. So I hope you enjoyed that video. If you did, smash that like button. Click a comment if you want to see any other challenges put on where we use other towers or possibly other specifications that we can use. Let me know what you want to see. But other than that, I'll see you in the next video. Bye.